half of his body being substantially burned to the point to where the skin's hanging on the body.
It's disturbing, it's gruesome, and it's why the woman who was supposed to be caring for a child is now charged with killing him. Good evening, everyone. It's hard to imagine why someone would punish a 4-year-old, an innocent young boy, with 134-degree water. But a prosecutor says he knows why.
He thinks Anna Ritchie wasn't interested in caring for him. David Fornshell says that Austin Cooper didn't like taking baths. Ritchie wanted to teach him a lesson, so he says that she punished him with scalding water. Ritchie allegedly held the 4-year-old in the blistering hot water for more than 20 minutes, long enough and hot enough for his skin to start falling off. But even after that, Austin's life still could have been saved.
Had this child been administered treatment within those first few hours after this injury occurred, the child would have had somewhere above a 95% chance of surviving.
Instead, Ritchie put Austin to bed. No one ever checked on him until the next morning, 17 hours later. By that time, he was dead. A grand jury today indicted Ritchie with 6 new charges, including 2 counts of murder. Austin's death raises some questions about whether there were signs that the boy was being abused. Local 12's Anjanette Levy spoke with a counselor tonight about some things that can possibly be red flags. Anjanette?
Well, Brad, we don't know whether Austin had suffered any physical injuries before the incident that led to his death, but the prosecutor says Anna Ritchie's parenting style was rough.
There's no question Austin Cooper died an excruciating death.
We believe that she placed him in that bathtub, that she held him in the bathtub for a period of 20 to 25 minutes.
The Ritchies were awarded custody of Austin in January. Prosecutor David Fornshell says Anna Ritchie was the primary caregiver for Austin when her husband, Austin's father, was at work, something Fornshell says Ritchie resented.
There are lots of families who need intervention. A lot of individuals need some type of mental health.
Maria Davis is a mental health counselor who works at an early Head Start program at Hamilton County's Community Action Agency. Davis hasn't worked on Austin Cooper's case, but she says verbal abuse is typically a precursor to physical abuse.
I think parents and adults caregivers are very overstressed in these days, and they don't know how to handle stress well. So they tend to hurt whoever's nearby them versus reaching out for help in a positive way.
Meanwhile, Fornshell says Ritchie was rough with Austin, so there may have been signs that something wasn't right.
I can't think of any scenario where any child would do anything that would that you could do that to a child.
Now, Maria Davis says people who are feeling stressed or angry about their role as a caregiver really need to take a step back and really objectively try to look at their behavior. And if they're feeling like they're having trouble coping, they should reach out for help to a family member, friends, somebody at their church, maybe even a mental health professional. Brad?
Anjanette, thanks. Anna Ritchie will be back in court on Wednesday.